And before we do this,
You gotta see how much
because
they
people
love
are
it.
asking
That's
like,
the best part.
what level are we at and everything like that. We are at level 4 of 5. Okay,
Wow.
this is the Phuket Fire. This is the 100,000 Scoville units. This is no pandering. Did you already have it?
No.
Okay, good. No pandering to soft palates here. A full spectrum Thai hot sauce, lemongrass, Thai chilies, garlic, ginger, white pepper, basil, notes of fennel for an amazing flavor, plus some lime zest. So, okay.
Oh, yeah,
now
that's what it says in the back. Dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, vegan, and gluten-free.
hit the alarm again. So, catering to everybody.
Henry's not
Thank you so
messing
much
around.
again, Henry. And by the
job,
way,
man.
Meta just went to the downside, so it's a good thing we took out some of that profit. But now we can worry about wings. Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Here's mine.
What is that?
Brandon's like, no.
I can't see. Well, I can see what
It
it's
is ranch.
It has the seafood sauce on it.
It's ranch.
Oh my god.
All right, cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Woo, boy. Keep it on broad now. Keep it on this high for a minute. Let me see this guy finish this off.
Oh, finish it, bro. Come on.
Alright, I'm not
What
gonna lie.
are you doing with your forehead, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, this is not that bad at all. Like, I don't really feel this.
Yo,
Is mine? Did they give me the right way?
Yeah, go to my
I'm not
screen.
gonna lie.
What? Go
John,
to
this
the
one's for
screen.
you. That's right, Sharif. This is his
Wait,
website.
what's for me? I mean, I'm sitting here eating.
This is Henry's website right here,
Oh,
guys.
really, man?
And he makes some amazing food.
Why is it calling me
Okay, Henry.
guilty first?
I see you, Henry. Henry's privatedining.com.
Done. See you?
What?
My second one.
Mine's in my mouth right now.
No, this is not that bad, guys. I like
Are you
this one.
kidding me?
This is
Second
good.
one.
Totally manageable. Totally manageable. I'm gonna have a sip of milk because I'm getting ready for the other one, but totally manageable.
Did you guys forget to put the hot sauce on? Meg, is the hot sauce on the hot sauce? You forgot. You sure?
All right, look, before anyone says,
Private diet.
Brad this, Brad that, I'm the only one not drinking water or milk.
What are you talking about? The only, I don't even have
Why
those on
why are you
there.
saying only
What are you
one,
talking
bro?
about?
Yeah,
Your
okay,
water
so-
is- Your water ain't half.
What is
That's
that?
from the morning. That's from the morning.
Well, you else I got it that.
Anyway,
That's from the morning.
honestly,
Proud
I'm
of
actually
Timmy.
pretty proud of all of us.
You're a
right?
Timmy.
I am too. This one's definitely hot. Like you can feel the kick after, but it's nothing like I expected. I thought I'd be like on the floor right now, but it's not that bad. It's good.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Honestly, this
There's
is
Chef
pretty.
Henry.
What's up, Chef Henry?
Sauce up those wings. Like, let's get those.
They're
Make sure you put them up on that.
that's. I mean, that's still pretty spicy. I mean,
Woo,
Brendan's
no,
on
it's
that.
good.
Brendan tapped out. We go to Brendan. Brendan.
I told you.
He don't.
Dude, ranch.
He don't.
Ranch.
No, but did you still have the wing though?
No, he
You
didn't
still
have one.
Oh, he didn't have the wing at all.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, that's not in the spirit of the event. You're supposed to try the wing. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, Brandon's gone. He out of there. He out of there on that one. So, needless to say, he's not trying the 250, right? So, there it is. You know what, Henry? Big ups to you because honestly, I'm gonna say something like, if that's 100,000, that was tasty.
Yeah,
And
it's still tasty.
like, look. I'm still talking. We got the milk. We got the water. Like nothing is happening over here. We're completely fine. Sweat
And
not
those are
dripping
all-
down.
Every single one of them is like
Still hosting, still talking,
vegan
still have these
food.
lights on us, white skin, you know, like we're still doing this and we're ready to rock and roll. So like I will feel the pain with the next one, I'm pretty sure.
Well, okay, so
Because
here's the
it
thing.
is-
Regardless of how you're able to take it, it's like, okay, these haven't been that bad. There's one inevitable truth.
Right.
Johnny Cash wrote a song about it.
Right.
A Ring of Fire.
Go into
But
it.
that's it's a reality that everyone has to deal with.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. You know why I'm cracking up right now. I'm not just saying it. You said it.
Oh God, Justin's here now. This guy can't
What
handle
is
anything.
Justin
I'm pretty
doing?
sure about that. But we're gonna. That was really good, Henry. So honestly, I wish they could put email addresses in there because honestly, I want like our fans to try it. You know, I'm thinking next time. I want it to
Hello.
be like a. Oh, so funny. I want it to be like an interactive. I want it to be interactive next time. Because Brendan's tapping out. You know, I'm like we're sitting here talking.
Meanwhile, he's just eating all the chicken.
Plain. Yeah, so this is like Maggie brought us these, like these are the, you know, without any sauce.
And Indo's falling to VWAP.
I'm just gonna take this home. My kids will eat this. I'm gonna take this home. And again, so just quickly here, so as we were doing that, not really too much pain felt here, but Meta did drop down, broke that 162.50, excuse me, which is completely fine. 162.70, we got some out, we got some in. Actually, pretty much a flat trade. I don't know, I wasn't like keeping track of my net before I got in there. Pretty much a flat trade there. Google still 70 cents in the money.
Yeah, I just bought in front of VWAP. Indo's giving it up, man. It's giving it up. It looks like it might
Yo,
take out
Batman,
VWAP here.
Batman,
Hello,
Bahad.
okay.
The show's still going on there, bro.
Allegedly. Allegedly, this is still happening, but Indo's trying to bounce off VWAP. It is heading down 5%. Looks like it's about to break here. Nerve is trying to hold that $9 level as well. So both of these, like the runners, I guess you want to call them that. Nerve trying to hold VWAP here. It had the 885 support. Looks like it was a big one. Looks like it was going to be the big move of the afternoon. Running out of steam here. If there's something else that's actually breaking, going toward those highs, I don't want to pull up that, not that alt stock or whatever. What the heck was that stock again? It was that, what was the IPO today? It was JG, right? I feel like this one is ultimately finished because it did make a halt to the upside. I'm like, okay, this could do something. Makes one break 25 and is now halted a couple of times to the downside, tracking toward the low of the day on JZ. It could not get anywhere. The crazy thing about this, it's still up 250% because it was a $5 issue. So despite all of this, it's still up 250%.
Oh, we got Henry's website.
Absolutely done. We have the website up.
Okay, so I want to, before I do, so anyway, check out Henry's website there. Thanks a million, man.
Thank you.
The website is up there, and it's henrysprivatedining.com, it looks like. So great job there, Henry. Thank you so much for all that. I don't know, like I said, next time I'll have to watch the Hot Ones episode a little bit to get the feels here, but you know, like I feel like I could do like what Portnoy does with the pizzas. On
What they eat on that is much harder.
on that. No, I just mean like how he judges the pizza. Like I feel like we need to do a better job of like analyzing what we're tasting. Because I don't know if it's coming across. Is it this is the one that we're doing now, right? Okay, so 7,000 Scoville units. And what I was gonna say is, yeah, I'm not done talking yet, Brad. What I was thinking about.
It's not a stat.
I'm just playing around. What I was thinking about was like right now I'm starting to feel the like I don't think you feel it. It's on your lips, right? Like that's it. Like I just feel like if there's a spice there, I don't feel like it's a panic mode yet. The stomach is starting to grumble a little bit here. There's no doubt about that. But so far, the one thing I'm gonna say, and again, this is just we love our viewers, but in respect of truthfulness, these sauces have been really great, really tasty. And honestly, like I'm taking this one home.
No. Well, okay. Well, we can have a discussion about that. So, to be honest with you,
Take the rock scissors. Let's do it live on the show.
well, I'll
you
say
don't-
this. Like the sweet heat one, like the one that's in the middle of the 12,000.
That's
No.
too.
Like if you just want something with a little bit of kick, that's not that hot at all, but it's got great
It's a
taste
fat
on
barb.
it. Great
The
taste
fork
on
is
it.
me. The fork is
This thing you just put on everything, man. Like the berry thunder is
Like,
just
I think my
flavor.
kids, yeah, like
Your kids will eat it. Like
I
that.
don't know, my kids would eat it, but it's tasty in that respect. So.
I just love hot sauce.
All right, the only problem now is I'm looking at the time and it's 3:20.
When did that
I'm not. No, I don't think it's late enough. Is what I was going to take the opposite side. I can't believe it's gone this far, but I mean, the fact that we're going to eat this, like, this is going to be the end of it. I feel like because I'm already burning up here.
There's a lot of chicken wings left.
It's not that. It's just like being able to host the show after. I mean, it's literally 3 times. The deal's already right. I've had a 500,000 before, so 250 should be okay. It's still freaking hot because that last one was pretty spicy, that's for sure. And we're gonna wait to see what happens here. I like that. I mean, maybe we should look at trades quickly. Meta came all the way back up there. That no, but seriously, that's. It's not. But I'm not. It's not that spicy yet.
You're losing your voice, bro.
He's not the only one talking. Like,
I mean, in fairness, Brad, you're not actually having to talk.
Like, okay, I guess this is everything. I'm looking at his water bottle. It has less water in it than it did 5 minutes ago.
Was
That's
that
from
milk?
11
Was that milk full for Sharif?
That was
Yeah,
like
No,
it's-
it's like halfway. 2%.
I can't drink. Hey, I'm handling it, Neil, man. Come on, give me a break.
I already said that I'm very, very proud of everybody, to be completely honest with you. I think we're handling this really well. I'm proud of everybody. There's one that we're not as proud about, but
we all love that.
yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. He's kind of pre-warned us on that. So,
He did.
all right. Do we want to trade or do we want to do this? I mean, I don't. Just quickly here though, before we do anything, Neil, right now, I just want to talk about it because you did come back down to that 20 level, and we talked about it sort of supporting this 1980. Do you think the market is going to go for a run here? Yes or no? I mean, that's really the question. So this might be the best long because you have this bottom that's already been tested and it's been strong today. You have the market down 3.5. Neil's only down 0.3, so that's part of it. Excuse me. That's part of where I think that we need to go here on NIO. So watch out for that. Yeah, no, I do have the hiccups. Like I want to drink some water, but then everyone's going to be like, you're burning your mouth and stuff like that. Like,
the crazy
I
thing
drink
is,
water every show, and now
water
it's like,
actually, water
You
isn't
know,
a big helper when you
I
have
just gotta
hot
clear
sauce.
my throat.
It's just, you should drink it. It's like, water does not really help you. Milk does something for you. For anyone that does this, actually getting like a lollipop or a sucker is actually, that's a really good thing. That's actually, I find it's probably better than milk. Like, if you do something that's like a million, I'd rather have like a lollipop than drink milk.
Right.
I'm not a big milk person. So, that's, water is not, it's just not helpful. And don't do carbonated beverages. Like doing beer, that's not going to be great either. But, yeah, I mean, do what you got to do. Like, we regularly, the thing about doing the show when you're talking this much is you hydrate just so that you can keep talking. That's just normal, man. Like, don't even sweat that. But I guess we're waiting because we don't want to have this until we're closer to the end.
I wanted to talk about 3M quickly. I don't know if that's what Brendan was going to go to, but look at 3M. I mean, Brendan came with this news, and I mean, it was on the news wires. Brendan hit it to us at about 135.50. And the reason why I know it was at 135.50 is because I put the stop order in to go short 135, and just random number, but it just blew right through it and did not get filled. I only crossed 10 cents. Like, I don't know the stock. I was looking at the spread. It's 3 or 4 cents. But when it took down 135 early, it just kept on going on. Like, that's this candle here. Boom. All the way down to 133.49. So it really started to get going. I feel like Newswires eventually got a hold of it, and then the end was in for 3M. So this could still be a break of 130 here on 3M. So yeah, I mean, nothing there. I just want to check out what it looks like on a daily chart, because I'm here to trade it as well. So you are running into some support here, obviously at 128. So I don't know enough about this case, but like if they were announced that they couldn't, I guess it was their one division. 3M makes, honestly, I think it's 40,000. I think they have 40,000 different products. I honestly think it's something like that. So I don't know if they were going to let one of their divisions go bankrupt or what on that, but obviously that ruling hurting the stock. Just bringing them back into here, I would say, I don't know anything about the case, but I would say if it gets settled out, this may be a decent long, because I just wonder how much market cap just came off there, what this lawsuit's all about. But if you're looking for something coming into here, 3M 130, what's up, Brendo?
I was just going to mention this GSAT again, popped up on volume, trying to get back towards $2. If you missed it earlier, guys, this spike happened when they came out and said there's a possible collab in the works apparently between GSAT and Apple. And Apple announced earlier this week at their September 7th event coming up in a couple of weeks, they're going to talk about some technology apparently with GSAT.
That's on the.
God, come on, man. This Pat is banning him. I mean, go
I know, but hold on. We got a couple super chats I want to get to. I don't know if we addressed these, but thank you, David Peck. Sean, I want to see the hot sweats. We haven't had the last one yet, so that's one that will maybe happen.
There's only certain people sweating right
And thank you, Daniel Bender, as well. Apparently, if you watch Dumb and Dumber, it's ketchup and mustard that's the way to go. Brad, man.
Oh, to once you have the hot stuff.
He does like this.
Yeah, sweating like me. Look at that sweat.
All right.
That's a lot of sweat.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, that was a super
Brad.
chat. We did have another one there.
Oh,
Sean. Oh, that's me. He wants to see the hot sweats. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm here for that. So hopefully that doesn't happen live on the show. But I mean, what I'm thinking is going to happen, honestly, is like, again, I've never seen the show, but like, what happens when it's there and it's just so soft? You have like lose control.
I want to say it was Keegan Michael Key. Well, I was watching one, and he was doing okay. And I remember, I think he had one that was just like, he kind of like just
That's
started
what
to
I feel like is going to happen.
And there was somebody else too. Like it was a rapper, I think. I forget who it was. It was a while
how
back that I
high did they
watched
go
it.
on that show?
Oh, much. I think they've been up to 1 million at least.
That's like somebody that.
Yeah, like there's this chip challenge thing where it's like you eat one of the chips, and I think that's close to 1 million as well. I've never had it, but yeah, that's what I've heard. You guys probably
I
know
want to
exactly
go
what
long
I'm talking
meta
about.
again here, but I don't know. There's something about it. I don't want to add to the pain here. That's been happening. Let's just check back in on Tesla quickly. Tesla, yeah, nice little move down to the downside here. Again, just kind of, to be honest with you, Tesla's been barcoding since about noon. Like, the bottom is 288.50, the top is 291. So you're in a $3 range here for Tesla, which is like nothing on a $300 name. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys that. So just bouncing around here, not doing too much. Obviously, Tesla started the day with the split up to 300 and then just fell down. Yeah, I mean, didn't start the day with the split, but went up to that 302 stop and then dropped. So, some key levels there. Key levels at 300. We didn't really trade it that much here today. Did a big move. It was yesterday. Well, again, I'm not going to show the chart because it doesn't be split adjusted, but yesterday was the push down. Today we sort of stopped again at this 290 area. So I'm looking at Tesla. I'm really surprised it's not down more than this. I sort of thought that after the split we would have, a little bit of forgiveness in the stock, but it's holding up pretty good in my opinion. I would have thought with the NASDAQ down 4% here, that Tesla would have been down at least that much. So congratulations, Tesla shareholders. You've done well holding up on that one. So, yeah, so far so good. BTC, I guess. You know which name we haven't looked at? Guess Coinbase. Guess. I guessed before I call it up. 72. That's not even close as far as I know.
But it opened
I would have guessed 70 as well.
You know why? It's because it was at 72 this morning.
It's 66 bucks. Like, I
looked at it. That's why, because I looked at it this morning.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, look at the daily chart here on Coinbase. I mean,
That's actually not that funny.
I've already talked about it. I was lucky enough to get out. I looked back and was like, thank God I only have $1,000 worth of this name. But it's moved all the way back down into the downside.
Subscribe,
here.
KK47.
I thought a buying opportunity could be at this $70 mark. This is when Blackstone came in. You remember that day? It ripped all the way to 115 in the pre-market and gave it back the rest of the day. But Blackstone stepped in here. I thought there was a chance for it to hold 70, 75, but obviously as BTC has Ethereum. And we can check that out. BTC's at 20,060 and Ethereum's at 15.5 it looks like right now. So as these moves continue to make moves back in, Ethereum 1200 might be a buying spot. It dipped to what, 980 or something was the bottom there not too long ago before retracing up 80% back to 1800. Yeah, Coinbase again seems just to be falling back. It's at the 50 period. This name looks continued to be pretty sick. Okay,
Indo bounced off VWAP a little bit. So Indo's starting to go. Nerve is trying to bounce off VWAP. Some of these are starting to come back here. The market's still hanging off those lows, but we'll hit some.
I feel like the market wants
we're
to
not
go
hitting
up.
any of these. I haven't what's the catapult? That one's okay. Anyway, so this is bouncing off VWAP. I'm gonna get it all out in front of 10 because I still think 10's a double top and that's its own level. I can maybe make a breakout there. And then Nerve is the other one. The Nerve of you. I'm still in your line, Frank. You said it. Bounced off VWAP. I'm gonna start getting out 950, 960 in front of 10 because much like I'll leave the same price. Just like Indo, it rejected that $10 level a little bit earlier. So both of these starting to get a bit of a second round to that upside. I should get another order out in there because it feels like it's having a lot of trouble at 950. There's some size at 950, about 10,000 shares in the offer. So I'll take some out in front of that. And you mentioned Neo. I don't feel like
That
they gave
break
this a second
130,
look.
yeah.
Look at Neo, man.
Did it bounce? Because I didn't do anything.
It's
about
just sitting here doing absolutely, positively nothing. Like 1997 to 2002 for the last half an hour. Every time I see something like this, my gut's like, yeah, but if it breaks away from this, you just want to get in either direction. But I've kind of learned my lesson. In the afternoons, lately in the summer, when it's doing this, a lot of times it doesn't do anything. You just get away from it. Don't waste your time. It's probably not going to do anything here on NIO. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'll stick to Indo and Nerve, which are actually moving.
Okay, looks like we're getting ready to rock and roll. I just asked the boys if they were ready. Yeah, I mean, we can just do this. I was just looking at AMD, like, for some reason, even though we have these wings here, I can't stop looking at charts. AMD is at the bottom of the day. All right, Rob, you're out of here, my man? All right, great. Thanks for coming by. It was great seeing you. I want to give him, where's Maggie?
Hey, Rob, where are you sitting?
I want to give you a water bottle. I want to give Rob a third base side? You might
That's
see
what-
Neil
I'm on
there.
the third baseline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maggie, if you're watching, or if anybody's around, Brad, go grab him a water bottle out of the, you know where they are in the kitchen there.
Or
Make sure it's not one that's
or
been
a
used
mug.
before. You know what I'm saying? Or a mug. I just don't know if we have any new mugs. All right. Good luck with that
Cheers.
one, my friend.
Hopefully see you
he's
there.
going to get a Trader TV Live
Thanks.
water bottle. So that's what he's going to get.
Well,
Thank you.
technically
Thank you
these
for
are
stopping
like
by.
like these are milk bottles. We just
Yeah,
use
they're
them. We
milk
use
jugs.
them
They're
for
milk
water, but they're like milk
Cool.
jugs.
That's why
the
we
word.
got them. I thought they looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're awesome. They're durable. Nerve is making
The nerve
I got
of that.
offers,
The nerve
bro.
of that stock.
I got offers on actually. So we just got to 960. We'll take another leg out there, but it's Indo that's pulling back. So that's why nothing really. Yeah, I mean Indo pulling back while Nerve is trying to bounce to the upside. It'd be nice if they both went, but Nerve's starting to. Yeah, Nerve's slowing down as well. This 950, it got up to like
missed the
960
short.
and then slams right back into 950. That sort of tells me that if I want to take any more shares out, I should just do it in the 40s and then make sure I get those. And now I can try to hold it for the high. So we'll see if that one wants to go. Indo is pulling back. What was the name I wanted to look at? It was.
I just went short AMD. I think it was Neo you were talking about because it wasn't doing much.
Yeah, no, it was NVIDIA. Sorry.
Yeah, I went short AMD, so maybe it was NVIDIA.
No, NVIDIA just got back to the low of the day at 164. The market is still making lows. Like that ES, you're now 5 handles below the 4080. Like we haven't really done anything except continue to go down. So NVIDIA, whose chart is just absolutely disgusting. Like you can't believe this is at $180 this morning. So 164.
What? We don't have any mugs on the
It's
website?
absolutely crazy. So 164, if that breaks, big level there on NVIDIA. Looks like it's trying to hold up just a tiny bit. And I'm going to have to give it up on Bed Bath & Beyond. That's the other one. The short was working. You can see it just leveling off, doing a heck of a lot of nothing. I don't want this breaking back at 1060. That's essentially where I'm short. Looks like it only got down to 1037. So 25 cents at best on that short.
Okay, I went short AMD here, just a small amount of shares, just to see if it wants to fall about the rest of the day. We'll take a 15-cent hit if it breaks back above 91. Like 91.05 is where the 50 period is. Well, that's actually, sorry, 92.05. So, I mean, if it hits that, we'll get out. I mean, it's been doing that. It's been pretty choppy. I just want to see if one of these is about to happen right now on AMD. Just sort of where we just come in, follow this all the way down, and then maybe a target like on the 20-minute, there's not going to be too much help here. I mean, that was 1030 the other day, 91 again coming into play, so that could be something. But again, you know, I don't want to be in this one. Like the market, I feel like the market could bounce a little bit here, but that's just kind of rose-colored glasses. I mean, the market is standing to the downside. Look at the 50 period here, just being respected all the way to the downside. All right, Batman, what are you saying over there? Are you ready to rock? You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you guys ready over there? Run it. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, so this is the final countdown, the final challenge. Only man that is not in this challenge is the man in the top middle who will be watching all of this. And this is called Topo the Bonnet to ya. Pure Scotch Bonnet Habanero Fire with a bitter clove and lime note in the first seconds. So the first seconds may be okay. The heat comes quickly. Proceed with caution. It's not for everyone, he writes. But at least it's got a bit of flavor and not pure pain. So thank you one more time to Henry for that. Top of the bonnet to ya. Here we go.
All right, let's do this. The suspense is killing me. Are we going in? All right.
2 at once?
2 at once.
I'm going to say it's not hitting me right away.
No good.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, here it comes.
Actually, Batman's fine. I mean, I'm actually...
No, I'm just.
Are you fine or what? Get on screen
I
there,
don't
bro.
feel
What are you
anything.
even doing?
I feel nothing.
This is
I'm
pretty
not gonna
reasonable.
lie, this is not that bad at all. I think the one before it was a little worse. No, that's a
I am
caveat.
Just
sorta-
wait for the
So-
kick. Wait for the kick.
Because you wanted us to do a better review, I'll
Yeah.
tell you this. Like at Duff's,
Yeah.
they had like their third hottest wing is
how
about
do you feel about
250.
that one?
And I will tell you this right now. For a 250 on
here
the
it
Scoville unit, this is actually pretty flavorful. Because at Duff's, when you get to this level, it's like, but I don't want to actually eat it. This you would eat. I'd go and order half a dozen, even this hot, because it's tasty. It's like it's
Is
Wednesday
that
night.
really? That's really 250. Like I don't find that that's that bad. I'm still fully talking. Have not touched anything here. That's
good.
great. Thank you, amazing. That was amazing. We'll hit the red market there because the market's been red. But I feel like that's super tasty. Thank you so much. I mean, I could feel it. Definitely feel it. I think that was great. A great, well done.
Got
Thank
Sharif
you,
on
Brandon.
really good.
I'm
Thank
good,
you.
man.
Yeah, you
Come
sure?
on, I had a couple of sips. You got to give me a little bit of credit. I was more like worried than anything else.
I'm honestly, man.
You eat the whole thing then if it's not.
Yo, take it away from the man's forehead. I'm gonna finish the rest.
What
of
happened to the rest of the chicken wings, man? There was a whole.
Yeah, where's that box? I already
there
said
was-
I'm bringing that home.
There was a
So-
box of chicken wings right here, like 5 minutes ago.
Randy's pincher came and took them, maybe.
What happened?
I can always eat. You guys know that.
I'm
By the way,
I'm just
Nerve.
playing around.
That's what I'm talking. Fine. So Nerve's going upside. Just got to 980 here. Just got another leg out on that one. So
I mean,
we'll
I'm,
do this.
I'm putting orders out. I'm fully conscious.
INDO trying to bounce as well. I'm trying to get out of the dip by an INDO above 970, and it doesn't want to go. So I'll try to get another leg out here on INDO. That's continuing to make a move to the upside. We got more wings
Brad,
here.
you good, man?
I'm just
Honestly.
running. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, but it just like spices.
Yo, I
There's
gotta
no
say, man,
way.
I'm representing the Italians. I'm representing, shout out to my boy Luca. I'm fully fine. I mean, honestly, you're sitting right beside me.
That one was way better than the
Yo,
one
Brad
before.
is in
Fully
pain,
fine.
bro.
Brad
is
can barely
insane.
talk on his show, let alone now.
Oh my God, Brad.
And we're still kicking, man. This is perfectly fine. I love that
I
song.
honestly think Brendan
That's
can
really
handle it.
good.
You can handle it.
So we have to analyze what our favorite one is.
That's what I'm trying to decide.
I'm almost thinking the second one. I might want to try another one with the second sauce
I'll
on
drink
it.
the sauce myself.
I might say
Can I have
Phuket
the
Fire.
4,000 one?
I'm saying Phuket Fire and then this Berry Thunder.
Yeah,
Like,
the berry one was really
This is like put on rice, put on
Really
everything,
good.
just complete flavor.
Still, I just want everyone
Send
to
me the
know,
4K
still
one.
have not touched water.
No, but this is the hot
anything.
wing, man. Like this, you want to have a hot wing, but you don't want to, like, yeah.
Is that the second one?
This is the second last.
Second last one, I
The
meant,
Phuket
yeah.
Fire, like that one. That's the one where it's like,
Fire!
yeah, you want something a little bit of kick to it, nothing crazy.
You know, meanwhile, AMD. Yeah,
Send
go
me the
ahead.
second one.
What?
I'm gonna eat another one. Send me the second one.
Which one was the second one? Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Are you gonna give him the actual one?
Well, he has his own. He's making some more.
You know what you could have done?
There.
You could have slipped them.
I could have just slipped him the other one. Yeah, that would have been really nice to do that. Actually, okay. Meanwhile, great. Thank you so much, Henry. Man, that meant a lot to us here at Trader TV Live. So thanks for the support, bro. And I mean, that was really fun. And thank you everybody for watching. Hit the like button. We'll do this again
Here, give
and
that
again
back.
and again. Which one are you putting on?
Hold
there?
on.
This is the. I told you the second last one. The
That's a good
100.
one.
That one's good. This is good.
one.
I'm gonna do that.
All
one.
right, thanks, man. Maybe we'll give
so
some out
much,
to the traders in the
Sphinx.
back and so on and
Come
so
out
forth. That was a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining us on the inaugural, hit it again, Lucas, our first ever Hot Ones challenge called Spicy Trades. So let's hit that, Lucas. There it is. So thank you so much. We are now done from
Market
that.
be falling.
So no water, no milk, no nothing, and market be falling. And yeah, we put on another trade, man, while we were doing that. AMD to the downside. Brendo, I really feel like you didn't need to tap out there. I think that could have been okay.
I think you could have.
I think you could have done that. What's up, Brendo?
Yeah, market guys pretty ugly right now. 3% across the board. Just want to point out this one. Weber, however, remember Weber? If you go into a daily chart from last week, trying to get to day highs here, up 1%, making a run into the close.
Give me that 62, baby. Right now for AMD, as it's just continuing to make a move to the downside. As we didn't think that fire was over yet. The fire might be over in the wings. As Neil's still mowing down the wings, because you got to enjoy the sauce while it's here, right? So there is no. Yeah, try it. Try it all. Lucas wants it there. Thank you again, Henry. Shout out, man. I mean, that was really tasty and really, really good. So my shoelace came undone there. So far, so good, man. Yeah, really holding up, Polkaroo, man. We are really holding up. I'm actually feeling no ways. And I'm just saying, I might be feeling ways later. I'm not
Have some more of the hot one,
I'm not
bro.
trying to get. I'm just saying we're done. Like I'm done it.
More top of the bonnet for you.
That's the thing. Like now, I think you just have it to enjoy it. Who took them? They took them all, man. Lucas is going to do the first one. I feel like Batman needs to call out Lucas, because Lucas should do. What level do you think, Batman? Like the last one. Second. I feel like the second last one, as opposed to the last one, the second last one's a little bit spicier to me. Like it tastes a little bit spicier, but it's more like the last of it. The last one's hotter as a reaction.
I ran out of chicken wings, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, they tax them away from us.
I know. It's fine.
Everyone's having the chicken
Indo.
wings. Indo and AMD, yeah, good trades.
But the market, look, obviously we're all having fun here, but my goodness, like,
Why am I not okay?
we're gonna hit
first of all?
4%. We're gonna hit 4% to the downside on the NASDAQ. Wasn't it like 2.6 when we started the show?
Oh man, I don't. I think we were south of 3, but we definitely weren't 3.78. That's for sure. Why am I sweating so much? So if you're judging it on sweat, then by far it's affecting me the least. So I mean, let's be perfectly honest, guys. Right now. No, don't zoom in on Pratt again. That's for sure. Now, you want the second one now? Lucas is doing it right there, representing Lucas.
Lucas just skipped to the.
It's a lot of fun. Okay, Brennan's still saying 10 million to buy. I kind of feel like that's a little light.
This market is dying.
On the imbalance locator right there. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, absolutely fun times. Thanks, Henry, for all that. We can just go back to trading. We're making a good a good little run here at the end of the day on this AMD trade. I mean, this was what I was talking about. We put this trade on. We talked all about this move all the way back down to the downside right there. And yeah, baby, AMD continues to make that move down. So here we go again. Nicely done. The NASDAQ is taking out lows and continuing to make that move down. So the NASDAQ has nothing in it left. Neil, this could really collapse.
This is falling apart, man.
There goes AMD. I mean, I'm just going to continue to take the profits on this, man. I mean, AMD just touched 9. There it is. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. Pigs get slaughtered, and we're just trying to take it out. Wish we would have held it all, but not much else we could do on this one. Watch the market fall down now. Here it goes to the downside. NASDAQ breaking. It's gonna hit 4%. So
this ain't gonna be
and it ain't gonna be pretty. Bye bye AMD.
Yeah, it's getting ugly to the downside. Like I said, all you had to do was hold on to your shorts. Of course, a firm decided to go up and stop me out, but everything else going down, with the exception of a couple of small cap names there, but being able to hold up a little bit. I just want to get to this $10 on each of these two. They haven't done it yet. I'll leave one more leg to the upside for both of those. But look at NVIDIA, man. Wow. NVIDIA is now, if I can, you know what, let's go to the daily chart here. Sorry, the 15-minute chart. NVIDIA has not just broken past like that gap down low, like it's now almost $1 beneath that level. I'm killing myself. I actually did think I had a stop order at that 164. I obviously didn't. It's not like I had a stop and it missed. I just didn't even put the stop in at 164. And look at this. It is straight to the downside. You're cratering now. We are now 13 points below that 4080 on the ES. Like, this is now bleeding. So, yeah, we said Jackson Hole, or at least the Fed's speech, was going to cause some market movement and be the biggest catalyst of the week. That turns out to be true. Obviously, we're not done yet, but suffice to say, the market is not recovering this afternoon. We're not coming back from this. Even a muted bounce, I'm not sure. But there goes Nerve.
250.
Right through that $10 level. There, finally. It's about time this actually happened, that you get one of these things taking out the high of the day. So there goes $10 on Nerve. I'm looking 1050. It just stalled there. We'll definitely get it out in front of 1050. We've got about 15 minutes to go to the close. NERV finally making that run to the upside. And Indo at 970. It's also trying to take that shot at the 10 even level. And Lucas,
he wants to
go to the top of the bonnet. Good man, Lucas. Good man.
I'm glad that I'm giving confidence to people, because like they're probably seeing that everything is a jam right now.
Well, Lucas has to be able to do at least what Fahad did.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they have the bowling contest and all that kind of stuff. So that was really fun. So you guys got to see a little bit of Fahad there. And I think it was just a great opportunity for you guys to sort of meet us, figure out what we're like, and there it is again. So I hope you guys are having a good time trading, eating wings, doing things like that. And that was just really fun. I mean, we talked about doing things like that a little bit more often. So if there's any other sort of challenges that we could do on the show, definitely message us, hit up Bears and Bulls. Maybe
there was this one I saw.
You said that eat the chip one?
No, it's not an eat the chip one.
Oh, that pickle one.
No, there's that spin the bottle thing people are doing. Where you then you fill like a water balloon at people.
that's the problem. It can't be.
It can't
we
be
gotta-
outside.
Yeah, we gotta do like
you
in
gotta
the
do inside.
studio.
That's true.
That's.
We gotta
that's
think
the
of stuff
thing,
you can
so-
do. We have some space in the studio, though. You can do some fun stuff.
Yeah, blind Coca-Cola challenge.
What is that?
Just what you take. Is this Pepsi? Is this Coke? Like, I guess that's what he's doing. I don't know. That's Brad's idea. Not a bad idea, though, Brad. But here we come into the downside. Like, one of my best trades of the day. Not true, but, I mean, this AMD trade is just hot fire. I mean, this is 250,000 Scoville units, this trade. I mean, we put this on, breaking this bottom, and there it goes, man. We still got on 30% of the trade. We are banking here into the close, and there it goes again. Hey, every Friday we should do something like this. This is nice. I've made a decent amount of money here today while eating these wings, and it's been a great fun time. Thanks, Maggie, for organizing, picking up those wings. This is the thing, like, we have to do the show, and it's like a party over here.
Everybody is already tapped out.
Like,
Everybody's tapped out at this point.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, there's the win.
Yeah, but you guys are just dipping it. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's what's happening right now. There's some arguments. Prad is arguing, and all I hear out of, you can come back over here, Fod, but all I'm hearing is like, you know, you have to cover the whole thing. And I want to say thanks to Maggie, Tony, Prad, whoever was doing that, because when we got the wings, it was literally like basted in it. Like, it was covered in, not dipping like this. And that's why I gave Prad, you know what, at the beginning when he was like taste testing it. Because look, man, you do the whole thing, you see what happens, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. So thank you so much to everybody for that one. But on to the next, man. Like, let's have some more challenges. Thank you again for everybody. All right, I mean, Google, I mean, this is like about a 300,000 Scoville unit trade because, like, right now this is $1 in the money, still holding on to this one as we go. This one up here is a 1.5 million Scovilles because, I mean, we shorted 115 early. The problem is these covers are like a 10,000 Scoville because it only went down $1.50 and we covered the majority of it down here on the way down. Did not. We only had a piece left. It doesn't look like it because, you know, I made a new trade, which is now printing right now. So, oops, there we go. We'll hit that one as we're going because we feel like we're on one here today. And it's just a straight fire to the downside. So a nice little move here for Google. Now $1 in the money. And then the trade that just, Pratt always talks about painting trades. I mean, this one paints a pretty damn picture right here. Shorting. Pratt, I wish you could put this one on your Twitter. Short 92 right here, straight to the downside. Touching 91.20. Our best out right now is 30. I'm going to put another one right near 91. This has just been a pretty catastrophic day here for the semis. And started off with Marvell getting hit, and then NVIDIA. Neil's talked about that a little bit. That just keeps on getting destroyed. And then as I look at this chart right here, back down to 91.23. Like, I want to know people that do Hot Ones challenges and still can do the show as if nothing's happened. So I think that was big ups. Thanks to Neil, Prad, Sharif. Brendan tapped out after round 2 or 3 or whatever it was. Neil's a hungry man. Like, that's the thing. What happened to your salad there today? Didn't you eat that or what? Like, Fahad told me to prep up and make sure I had all of my lunch to be on a full stomach. So good advice there. But I feel like it's I'm still not getting, like, honestly, Neil, like, I'm not questioning that 250. That was hot. That was legit. To me, the 100,000 was a little more spicy, just around the lips and everything like that.
No, the 250 was the hottest one.
The 250. Oh no, I mean it's the hottest one, but I don't know. I'm pretty proud of everybody.
These literally get tastier the more you have them. Just by the way,
I'm already taking. I mean, that berry sauce better still be
It's
around.
not just that I'm hungry. But like I'm going to the Jays game and like
it appears that you're really hungry.
I'm one of those people, like I hate having, and I've said this before.
The imbalances are almost out.
The Rogers Center does not have good food. They have crap food at the Rogers Center.
Yeah, they're not having those sauces.
If you've ever been to a Jays game, it's not like in the States where you have great food at a ballpark. It's actually pretty bad and overpriced. So I'm getting a chance to eat some delicious wings before I go to the game tonight. So I'm going to take advantage of it because it's tasty. Thank you very much, Henry. I'm going to get out of Indo, and bounces are coming out literally in 1 minute. So
yeah.
This is when we're always talking about getting flat. So INDO does not seem like it wants to get to 10. Oh, and give me a break. Nerve just got to 10.50. So if I held it, instead of $1.20, we could have had $1.50. But Indo running out of steam. I'm punching out of this thing.
Are you
Gonna
good,
give it up
Lucas?
here, and then we're gonna get out of Bed Bath
You're
and
holding
Beyond.
your
It's not
stomach, it looks
moving.
like.
We're just gonna get out of Bed Bath and Beyond. Looks like that short is going to be all done. It's not bad. It's only about 15 pennies that we're going to take here, but I don't want to be in this. I'm going to conclude my day in the imbalances. If I can find something on like a big imbalance one direction or the other, like maybe it comes up a huge sell or a huge buy, it might be a directional trade. But for now, I just want to stay flat. It's been a good afternoon. Thankfully, nerve went because once I couldn't find a short that I liked, the only play. Oh shit.
Oh, I got it. I don't know if there's a problem there, but we only have 20 seconds right now
Frozen.
until we go there. Oh, you had a frozen? Okay. All right, so hopefully we don't have too many quote problems heading into the close. We only have 10 more seconds left before we go right now, so we will watch out for that one as we have the imbalances coming out now. 2 and 1. Let's watch out for these imbalances as they come out. Ooh, Twitter with the big sell. So it's Twitter with the sell side there. Now it's Neil coughing now. So, but you have been eating more than me. So shout out to that. Big ups to Neil. I just saw, AMD's a buy. So AMD went buy side on me there, spiking up big time. I don't know what that number is there, Brendo, but I feel like it's not as bad as a 1.4 billion to sell. Okay, that seems a little bit different there. Twitter to the downside.
SPY went to the upside there, so I wanted to put on a trade if it came out a big imbalance one way or the other, and then my level 2 for the SPY just froze on me. So I'm like, hands off, I don't want to take a trade. I'm having issues, but I'm actually watching the reaction to the sell imbalance going to the upside. That made no sense to me. I saw the SPY jack up 50 pennies. Now it's going to the downside, so I think maybe... See, why isn't this flipping? What's wrong with my level 2? There we go.
Into AM.
I know, but I already... There we go.
Taking a second. That's okay. So AMD, again, Google didn't really move too much off the imbalances there right now. And I don't know.
Sometimes he's fair time.
Google to the down. Yeah, not sometimes. Google to the downside. $1.10 in the money. AMD did retrace back upside there a little bit, but then just fell right back down in again. So AMD ripped on those imbalances up to 91.70. That's a pretty clean rip, man. It almost went up 70 cents straight there, and now it fell right back in and just touched 91.25 again. So my bid was down there at 91.11. Let's see if we can get that with a little bit of a negativity here into the close.
Yeah, that was probably that was the trade right there. Like there was an initial spike on the SPY. It's hard to see. Like let's go to the 3-minute here. Yeah, there was an initial spike on the SPY.
Yeah, everything spiked.
Right when the imbalances came out, into a 1.4 million to sell, and then it just went instantly in the money. I should have just punched in, but I couldn't really see the quote at the time, so it's kind of frustrating. But either way, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a bounce into that sell and bounce. I don't see anything significant. Twitter's the only one out there, which is a disappointment because it's the last Friday of the month. Apple's there, PayPal's there, BAC and Wells, it's a couple of banks, so it's a pretty disappointing imbalances. Pins is a short sell, is a sell, 700,000 to sell on Pinterest. That's one. Remember yesterday, I have one regret for the trade. We didn't hang on to shorts long enough, but there's another thing that I forgot to do. Remember yesterday we're shorting Pinterest off $24 that level on the daily chart? Look at where it opened up. It opened right at 24, tested higher, and then just proceeded to fail after that. We said that was the level to watch at the end of the show, and I traded everything except for Pinterest. I've got like a dozen to 15 stocks that I've traded, and Pinterest was not one of them. Like I ended this show with a Pinterest trade saying Pinterest at 24 and just never got into this one. It would have been an easy short. Everything was an easy short, but when it's got a level on it as well, it's a little bit easier to hold on to it. It's a bit easier to get into it in the morning or have conviction to hold it against you a little bit there. Obviously, you could have shorted anything today, but that's the one for me. And I look back, I'll say, why was I not involved in Pinterest? The last thing I did before we left was write down 24 Pinterest on my iPad and then do absolutely nothing about it. So a bit of a disappointment there on pins. Still holding at 23. And the ES now 17 handles below that 40-80 break. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You could have just punched, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we eventually just were like, you know what, why am I even fighting meta to the short side or to the long side when shorts are in, man? So we're going to take right now, we're $1.20 in the money here on Google. I'm sitting at 110.30 just because, like, it's at the low of the day. So on Google, we have the high of the day, and I'm about to get a tick out for the low of the day. So Google was definitely one of the better trades today. Amazon is going to be, well, Google's going to be my net number one stock, but Amazon's not far behind it. I mean, and we cashed out so early. Like, we cashed out at 133 off of 138 shorts. But still, $5 is $5. We put that in our pocket and run. That was a great little trade there. I did take another piece out on AMD when it broke above 50, and maybe we don't get that very bottom on Google, but I'm going to just buy it out now. We have 5 minutes left. I just sort of thought maybe we take down a little bit and we'll get a 30 print. So I'm sitting at 32 on Google. I don't know. The market's probably going to reverse a little bit here into the close off those imbalances, but we'll wait to see. It's coming down at 359. There it is. We just got it. We just got it. Yes, sir. The market goes red, and there is the tick out on Google there to end the day. That's a, you know, reshort. There's the out to celebrate a big day, man. We are done with that trade, and that was a real good one. Now we'll just see what happens here. For AMD back into the downside, 91.20 going to print out for that. Yes, sir. Not only do we get some tasty wings, man, but we get the big bangers here for you at the close as well. So great trading, great fun, and I'm looking forward to this again next time we're able to do this.
Yes, certainly. We'll do something like this again. And I know Henry, thank you so much for doing that, by the way. Like Henry Labar, private chef. We got the website up there. Yep. I'm going to check it out. I'm interested in at least a couple of those to add to my collection. You always have to have a good hot sauce around. But Nerve, I wish I had held on to this because it did make that final break. It just got to $11. Probably done for the day now, but a couple of the late runners did make their move. And the future is like, oh my goodness, like it's still trending to the downside. There was an opportunity when that sell bounce came in to just short the SPY, and it was just instantly in the money. Apparently, there are still some earnings to get to next week.
We're no longer in the building.
So let's go to Brennan. We have some earnings apparently next week.
Yeah, we'll give you a quick preview here, guys. A Monday morning. Remember, nothing tonight after the market closes, but here's what's coming Monday before the open.
I like that after close. Nada. Yeah, I mean, Pinduoduo.
It's just PDD.
They've had a big couple weeks there, coming back in over to North America. And then, well, I don't know if it's a rumor or not. I guess we'll hear more about that when they come through and what they're guiding forward. Other than that, I mean, I don't see, what's that select quote? Yeah, I don't really see anybody else in there, but Pinduoduo, I guess, is where my mind would be. And I actually traded Pinduoduo short today and was actually able to pay off on that one a little bit. Shorted all these different pops, but you know, it was just going over to a Chinese ADR, but that was a profitable name. It did dip down to 56.50. We were short there at 58. So yeah, missed an opportunity to get out the best position, but you know, some 57.60s here. So good trading there on PDD. Wow, we got out there at a 58 break. That's stupid. And then it went all the way down to 56.50. But hey, the market's made its moves down. We really did well. Where's Google? I go celebrating that fill. Yeah, so that was a great fill there. Right at 55, when the imbalances went like that, you saw me. We got filled there, and sometimes you put the order on and you get it. So that's a good one. And then AMD still 50 cents in the money. Might as well just get out, man. There's 3 more minutes to go. Stomach getting a little growly, but no more or less than normal, I feel like. Maybe a little more than normal, but still really great.
Yeah, so PDD we'll definitely have to have a look at because every single one of those Chinese names today, I can't find one that didn't have just an unreal sort of reversal. Like they were all going crazy in the pre-market off of the news, the audit deal, and then they all reversed pretty heavily. So earnings are going to be a big tell. This is one of the few names. It's above the 50 and the 200, but they're also very, very close here. So a little bunching of support around 55, but that's 65 resistance. I mean, this stock got to $65 when everything else was running. The thing that gets to me is when Pinduoduo got to 65 this morning, Alibaba was still breaking out. NEO was still breaking out. JD was still breaking out. Everything was breaking highs, and Pinduoduo was going nowhere. It could not test that level. So on earnings, if it gets there again, I know where resistance is on PDD. I kind of wish we'd had Tony involved. He's going to be on the bell. I just feel like the one thing that was missing from the afternoon show, or even doing the hot ones here today, which is a heck of a lot of fun, doing our spicy trades, was to have a little bit of Tony flavor in there. You didn't?
He said no.
You didn't want to? Oh, okay, that's fair.
I would have booted out somebody for you. I asked.
You could have just stood here.
I asked him. Everybody knows I asked him.
Still 2 of those left.
I was trying to put these in order, but I think that. Oh, you have the middle one. That's the second one.
This is the second.
Like that. There you go. So there's the hot sauces today. Thank you so much. All 5 of them starting at 1,000, 4,000, 12,000, 100,000, 250. Right there. Thank you for all of that. milk still full, water still basically not touched. And it was a very successful day, so really happy with it. And we made, not only that, man, not only are we doing this, but the whole point of the show is to give you some winning trades. And I feel like we did that because I know I made money here into the close as this comes down. Google was huge. AMD is right now at the bottom of the day. We're waiting for this last second print down here. We should be able to get it. So thank you so much. There's Jose Mercado coming through with 50 bucks on Nerve.
25.
Here we go. Come on, AMD. Give me that print with only 30 seconds left. We're sitting at 91.11. Maybe we get a last second flush down here on AMD. Big time trade happening.
Yeah, I don't know if Nerve's going to 25, Jose, but it was a great runner this afternoon. There's no question. It gave you 10% if you just took it off of VWAP. But here comes that countdown. Tony's on the bell. I think he's got a little somebody with him there. I won't spoil it, but it's the man in the mask hiding there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and...
And that's all she wrote. That's the end of the day. Thank you guys again for watching. What a fun day. We actually took 19s out there on AMD to end the day with a nice little 80-cent move to that downside in the NASDAQ. Unfortunately, don't want to spoil it. I know Brandon's computer is actually working now. But there's the NASDAQ down 4% and just
ugly board.
Cubed into the close again, man. Like, there was really no love at all in the afternoon. And, yeah, I mean, for swing trade ideas, I still think, like, there's more pain to come on Monday. Possibly, I don't know about 4%, but I won't expect Monday. Normally there's like a rebound. I just feel like everything Powell said today wasn't nice and or nice for the market, nice for bears. But yeah, the move continues to be the downside. Now that Jackson Hole's finished with, probably don't hear too much Fed speak for a little bit. The 13th of September is the next CPI reading, and if that is anywhere near like 8.5, what was it last time? It was 8.5, right, or 8.7? If it's anywhere still elevated, ooh boy, that is going to be spicy. Much more so than those wings. I'm excited. Those wings are spicy, but I'm excited for like 500,000 again. I want to test that out because that was real fun. But I'll go to Brendan.
I'll just say, like, the thing about those, and shout out to Henry again, it's just when you eat hot wings, those are more flavorful than usually when you get up to that scale. Because when I've been to, I don't want to outduff, but like their hottest wing, when you go there, I would only order it as like a challenge. Like, you wouldn't actually want to eat that. They're all pretty delicious there. Brendo, I know you didn't make it that far. What were your thoughts?
I mean, it was amazingly tasty, as you guys were saying. Shout out to Henry as well. Thank you so much for those. For the record, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Here's a look at an ugly board to end the week off, guys. It is a 4% kind of day here for the NASDAQ 100, the composite 2.5. The composite is 3.9, 4.1 there for the 100. The Russell 3+, the Dow 3, S&P 3+. One of those kind of days, guys.
Did you have a final for Bitcoin there or Ethereum? What those were down?
I can look at
Yeah, get back to us on that.
0.3 and 4.7.
So Ethereum was 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, big time movement down in the crypto space as well. Nobody is safe these days, whether or not you're invested into BTC.
20,000 on the weekend.
Yeah, watch out for that 20,000 take there. Watch out. I mean, 1,500, I think, is where Ethereum's wound up here today. So, what a fun day. Again, a big shout out to Henry, and a big shout out to everybody. If you haven't hit the like button, please do that soon. And join us back on Monday. I mean, obviously, a big thanks to Sharif. Big thanks to Fahad, man. You really added something to that segment. I think that was really great. So
He's
thanks.
still wearing the mask.
Well, he has to wear a mask. He's going to be
that's right.
unknown for a bit there. Yeah. So thanks, Fahad. That was a lot of fun, man. We really had a lot of fun. So thanks to everybody for joining us today. Fahad, Lucas, Maggie for all the work in the back there, grabbing everything for us, making sure that that's all good. So you can sort of see, you saw the peace sign there. You saw the peace sign there. Thanks, Katrine and Liz. Everybody working really hard to produce these videos and get them out to you. So look for, I think we're going to do a little Hot Wings thing maybe coming out on socials. So check out socials for all that, different views, different everything. The boys are happy behind us, so that's really good. Neil, I think that was a lot of fun. Thanks, Brendan.
Tons of fun.
Thanks, Tony, on the midday. Sharif, Brad. We can't say enough to everybody. We're still all good, baby. Not only can we trade, but I guess we can also eat hot stuff as well. Next challenge, I don't know, but we'll figure something out and send in all your stuff. Bears versus Bulls, take some notes. Let us know if anybody has any cool ideas. But for everybody here in the chat, sleep well. It could be a rough weekend thinking about the market. So Monday should be another exciting one. Join us at 8:30. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.
Welcome to your trade of the day. It's going to be NVIDIA, and really any short in the market today could have been the trade of the day. Realistically, NVIDIA did have the earnings. They did have a strong response to what wasn't a fantastic report. Now today, what I was thinking about was one level and one level only. It's going to be about the 180 level. We'll go to the higher time frame as always, and you simply see, like I said, strong response to negative earnings print where the market just gets bought up to the top. Looking at this 180 level right here, you had a bit of a lower high the other day, and then you had a top put in the pre-market. So I simply said to myself, at the open, we know Jackson Hole, we understand that Powell's going to be talking at 10 o'clock. I want it to pick the direction for me. That 180 level, if it holds above that level in the opening, then I'm going to try and go for the momentum long off that, anticipating a continuation of yesterday's move. If it opens below that, then I'm simply looking for that short. And essentially what you get is a pre-market test of that level and then a simple rejection. Then when 9:30 comes, okay, well, I know which trade I'm going to be doing first. It's going to be the short off the 180. We get in here off this curl, 178.5. And then things get interesting because the bottom just starts falling out of the market. And it came quickly, 177. You're getting up for that first dollar, and it's smashing down another one. It's like, okay, well, hold your horses here. Allow it to consolidate. Let's not just get on the bid here, 176. Let's look for 175. And this is the issue with targets. I say this all the time. When you look at the next level down, the afternoon support of 175, that little gap here, 175, you're thinking that's a good level. Okay, so you get out at 175, it bounces back up, and this is where it gets really spicy. I'm going to use that term a lot here today. We get this push back up and then fall down right at 10 o'clock when we get the comments from Powell. So momentum, well, let's go 170 break, 175 break. We take that and instantly the buyers start stepping into this. Now, at this point, the market was turning. It looked like, and trust me, we're looking at that time at multiple names. I was feeling like we were actually going to have an upward move. I was going into some longs on Tesla, as a matter of fact, and look what happens. I end up stopping out here, back just under break even, just past break even at 75, and you get this single candle on the reaction to Powell speaking. This is where it gets hairy. Because this is such an obvious wick top at your same rejection that you should have this short. And I should have had that short. At the same time, I did like Marvell a little bit better at 53.5 off its 54 level, but I could have come back to this well. I did not. And then we do the old thing that every single day trader tries to do in a tanking market when you're not in the short on that stock. And that's try to pick bottoms. It's like, oh, there's 170. We'll scalp 170 long until it breaks. And I can't even show you the other end of that chart where you go down to 166, 165, and you're trying to catch those bottoms. And the key thing for me is even with that Marvell short, I took that one off and easily 2% before it even got to those lows. So when you pick a direction like this and the market gives you that trend, you've got to jump back into it. And quite frankly, I didn't jump back into this because I said, well, I'm already short Marvell. Who cares? Setup is setup, and take it every chance you get. At least we understood the concept that allow the stock to pick the direction for you and then jump in with it. But picking bottoms in a trending market down like that, not necessarily the way to go. You always want to find ways to jump back in on the trend as opposed to decide when it is going to reverse. That's your trade of the day. Is always brought to you by Day Trade the World. Start your trading journey with the best trading firm out there. That's Day Trade the World. There's your spicy trade of the day.